Today I react to when dumb employees get caught stealing. But to find out, like, subscribe, and hit that post notification.
Stealing $20,000 from the cash register.
$20,000?
I trusted you, and guess what? You robbed me for over and over and over. I have been recorded now.
Hey, you thought
To
we're
stealing
asking never steal
11
from you?
grand in lottery tickets.
It's not more like you just stole a candy bar, okay? That's a question about almost $11,000 worth of lottery tickets.
$11,000?
These are the times when dumb employees get caught stealing in the act. Starting with this woman.
Alright, before we even start, why do y'all be stealing? That's what I don't get. It's like y'all got a job and y'all still end up stealing from that job anyway. And the way y'all do it don't make no sense. Like, it don't make no sense why to steal in the first place.
Who used a water bottle to steal and a law degree to justify it. On April 23rd, 2025, officers from the Boca Raton Police Department were called to a local Hollister over a reported theft. Now, employee theft isn't exactly headline news, but what the responding officers didn't realize was that by the end of the day, they'd be questioning the very laws they'd sworn to uphold.
What?
Alright, so
what the law y'all uphold?
She has taken some merchandise over like the past year, I would say. We've got that merchandise here.
Past year?
Nice enough to bring it back to us today. She never more. This whole pile? Yes, sir. So it's 26 items valued at $750, $70 before tax. However, it is under each separate occasion. She never took this all. Like, this is over an extended period of time. So if you guys wanted to go about it, I understand the state law. So if you guys may handle it a different way, I understand as well. She did write us a statement explaining like what happened and like the why she took it. But there is other stuff she was unable to return, which the company will not prosecute on that because of merch. But
gotcha. And this, you found out all this today, I guess, or
we've been conducting an investigation.
Okay, let me just read this real quick, and then your name is Marie. All right, I will talk to you.
I know is when you steal out of a store, you can actually go to jail for that. Like, you can, right? It depends, because if you steal like for like 1, maybe 4 items, then you're not gonna go to jail. But if you steal 26 out the period of time and over the days, then you can't actually go to jail for that. You can.
A second.
Are hereby trespass from all Abercrombie and Fitch properties, including Abercrombie and Hollister, for 2 years. If you agree to that, please just sign.
All right, Marie, go ahead and just stand up for me in the meantime. I'm just going to put you in handcuffs and then just kind of explain to you what's going on, okay? Alright, so I'm going to just read you your Miranda warnings, okay, because obviously you're not free to go, and I got some questions for you. You have the right to remain silent. Do you understand everything that I've explained to you?
Yes.
Okay. So I see that you've already written out a statement. Is that statement accurate, what you provided to your
why you did it?
Okay. That was a lot of stuff on that list. Did you, like, keep a log of everything, like, when you were stealing it? Or?
Yeah.
No, it's just, like...
Because that's, like, a big list of items. I know some of which, like, you didn't return, which is fine.
Yeah.
But, like, it's actually
if I was the coffee, right, y'all, and I saw that big of a list, I'd be so surprised. But if it were a small list, I'm like, you stole like 2, maybe 3, 4 items, I wouldn't be like too mad. Cause you probably might not get arrested for that. But still 26 and more items, that's doing too much. That's doing too much.
Remembered everything what it was, because it's like completely itemized. So
I mean, before I wrote that down, we like talked about it for a bit. I've been working here for like a year and a half at this point.
Okay, so last year around like December time.
Well, I guess technically 2 years ago in 2023.
Okay.
2 years ago.
In August or September.
August of 2023. Okay. Yeah. And is that when you started stealing things from the store? When did that? When was like the first thing that you did?
I don't remember the first. Probably something like small, like tank top, and then I think it was like 2 months into me being hired here.
The suspect was a young woman named Marie, and this wasn't a one-time slip. According to the store, she'd been pulling this off for a while, undetected. Either she had help, or she was pulling off some borderline genius-level heists all on her own. As officers questioned her, Marie explained how she managed to steal items without raising suspicion. Let's just say her method was creative.
It says that when you were stealing stuff, you would use like a water bottle or something. Can you explain that?
I have a thermal water bottle, so you can't see through it. So I'll just like put stuff in there.
You would put it in the water bottle. How big is a water bottle?
It's like a 24-ounce Hydro Flask. Like it's kind of thin.
Okay, and each time was it always that with that, or were there other methods in how you use things?
That, or just wearing stuff under my clothes.
Okay. Approximately, do you know how many
but
items
how
that you've
I'm sorry.
Okay.
That,
and
I don't get it.
value,
How none y'all estimate how much that was? Now. How y'all didn't see her method and her technology and the way she kept on moving around and stuff? Like none y'all saw none of this?
$400-something worth of what they can like resell again.
Okay. Well, why wouldn't they be able to resell the other stuff? Oh, okay.
Turns out she was using a water bottle. Yeah, a regular everyday bottle. But what really stood out wasn't the method. It was her attitude. Throughout the entire interview, Marie stayed calm, like weirdly calm. She smiled, made eye contact, and showed zero signs of panic. Not even when she revealed why she started stealing in the first place.
Just kind of going through.
Wait. I'm not gonna part. I want to hear why she's
black leggings, bikini tops, white bikinis.
Swimwear.
Is there any?
And we want to pause right here because it's like she's stealing small items. That's why. Because a regular water bottle is no way a big item of clothes like a jacket or some type of like jeans or shorts. They would never fit in a regular everyday water bottle. So that's why she say she would stuff them like big items. She would stuff them under her clothes, shirt and stuff or things, and then small items like tank top, pants, and bra and stuff. She was trying to stuff them in that water bottle. That tacky, but that was smart too. But don't do it. Please don't do it.
Any particular reason why you're stealing all these things?
To not have to pay for them. Some things were for friends.
Okay. The stuff that you weren't able to retrieve, why weren't you able to?
I'm here for college, but my hometown is Orlando, so that's like, it's just at my house.
So the remainder of the items that aren't here today that you returned are like at your house? And how did they find out that you
I have a camera.
Okay, and then did they call you in today?
I just worked today, so I just came in.
And what did they tell you today? Loss prevention, what did they talk to you about today? Was this your first time hearing about this, or?
Yeah.
Okay, and what did they say to you today?
They just told me to sit down and we started talking about loss prevention and that they know I've been stealing and that
And this statement that you wrote was voluntarily on your own?
It didn't know you were stealing. Why did you say?
When you say guided, what do you mean?
Like he asked me questions, kind of like so long to actually realize that you actually
with.
Oh, so just kind of explaining how like the statement goes. Okay, but everything that you wrote done voluntarily, correct?
Why it took y'all
Do you have anything else that you want to add to the statement, or anything that you think is important for later on? I know it says in here that you're apologetic and stuff, but unfortunately they do want to prosecute, so we do have to go through that process. I'll kind of explain to you where we go from here afterwards, but being that it's a little over $700, $750, unfortunately you'll probably have to go take the ride.
So you tell me
on 324 received an anonymous tip from the ethics hotline.
By her student on our life, she saved about maybe almost close to like I would say like $4,000 to $6,000 just by not have to waste of her money. So by her student all that, she saved about $4,000 to $6,000 in 1 year. That's crazy. But that's stupid. Like, why can you just do a normal way and just work your way up to make more money like that? You ain't have to steal to save the money. Like, come on. You ain't have to do all that.
That stock associate Maria Viles might be committing merchandise theft, but following the details from the call. Since March 2024, Maria has been stealing clothes that fit in a
but why y'all ain't seen nothing?
Located at this store.
See, this is the reason I hate about people. I hate when y'all wait at the last minute to make a mistake.
Okay, is that something I can get a copy of?
You can, if you want this case report that we have right here, you can take it.
Eventually, the officers informed her that she'd be going to jail, but they'd have to wait for a female officer to arrive for a proper search. In the meantime, one of the officers stuck around and chatted with her, and by the end of it, he was nearly speechless.
You say you're in school?
Speechless?
What school?
Going at Atlantic University.
What are you studying?
Criminal justice.
What are you trying to do? Law enforcement or a lawyer or?
Right now I'm thinking maybe like something with domestic.
Okay. Look, this ain't the end of the world, right? So you're being charged with it, right? You go through the court process. You go through the whole ordeal. You might be able to get this corrected, depending on what the judge sees, and obviously your student and stuff. Just take this as a life lesson learned, right? You seem like a great kid, made some bad decisions, and you're in this position now, right? You have nobody else but to blame but yourself, unfortunately. Sometimes when it seems too good to be true, like I'm sure the first few items were like, oh wow, it's easy, right? It kept on going. There's a reason why people get caught. There's a reason why there's police officers. People get caught all the time.
People always get caught all the time. Cause still, I already told y'all on 4. Still about like 2 or 4 items. Cool. No biggie. No store gonna arrest you for that. Nobody gonna arrest you for stealing 2 or 4 items. But when you go and steal about 26 or more items, then it end up becoming a problem. Then people gonna realize, wait a minute, this dude, this kid or dude or some or girl is stealing more than just 2 or 4 items. Like, 'cause 2 or 4 items cool at the start, but when you keep on doing it, then they gonna catch up to you, and then they're not gonna say nothing right away. They just gonna keep on letting you do what you gotta do. And then they will say something at the last minute because they don't want to get you right then. They want you to keep going so then they can add up and then they'll have record and everything waiting for you right at the moment. And then when they actually finally catch you, it's over.
Because it goes on forever. But this is not bad because there's other people that steal more valuable things, and they're probably looking at a little bit longer, sentences and things like that because they do it so often. They get caught so often. Again, you seem like a great kid. You just made a stupid decision, and hopefully this ends here. I'm sure your parents are gonna be pissed. And you're 21. You don't have to tell them, but you're getting arrested. You're probably gonna need a lawyer and stuff. When you go to court, you gonna tell your parents?
Yeah, do I get an opportunity to use my phone at any point?
Not now, but probably when you get up to county jail, you'll be able to make a phone call. And then depending on how this officer is, you can request a phone call. We don't have to give you a phone call. But again, I don't see any reason why you shouldn't get a phone call. Right? You've been cooperative. You're not, give us a hard time. Again, we're just doing our jobs at the end of the day. So I don't see why not. And when was the last time you stole something? Yesterday?
Yeah. Before that, it was like
yesterday?
Okay. And obviously, what's done is done, but what made you think it was a good idea?
Just, I could save the money and then not getting caught after the first couple of times. I'm like, I could really save money from doing it.
No, I get it. It's opportunity, right? You see the opportunity and you get away with it for a few times and probably a lot of times and just caught up. And a lot of this stuff is for yourself. And I'm sure you got stuff for your friends and family and stuff. But again, hopefully this is the last time.
You want to do me a favor, just standing up, please, though? You ever do
save about $4,000 to $6,000
You're gonna take your shoes
in
off?
1 year. In 1 year, you making more money than average human will ever make
Turns
in
out she
a
wasn't
month.
your average retail worker. She was a law student. Let that sink in. Marie may have been passionate about criminal law, but she took hands-on learning way too literally. Marie was searched and transported to jail, where she was charged with grand theft and organized fraud under $20,000. This next woman turned a Winn-Dixie into her own personal casino and still managed to lose.
It's not more like you just stole a candy bar, okay? I guess there's a question about almost $11,000 worth of bar.
Winn-Dixie?
Okay.
On July 2nd, 2023, Florida police were alerted to a case of internal theft at a local Winn-Dixie. But this wasn't just about an employee pocketing a few bills from the till. This was someone treating the lottery system like their own personal ATM.
Alright, so what's happening is we have an associate. We started seeing some lottery shortages here for instant ticketing online. It started back around the beginning of July, and it's gone on to present.
So since July, this individual's been selecting lottery cards.
Lottery cards, playing online tickets.
You want to go back in there for me real quick?
Okay, you said what's going on, so I can try to...
I don't know what's going on, so I can...
That's because I don't want my kids to be stuck out the door. And
I know.
Hey, go back in the room. Let the car figure out what's going on. There's no way. There's no way you making moolah at Winn-Dixie. You're making moolah while you're working? Wait, they didn't say she was working and making a moolah. She was just saying she was gambling to make moolah. Gambling to make money is crazy. But turn your own job into a casino is insane. You gambling at work is crazy.
I don't know what's going on yet, so let me talk to him and we'll go from there.
Gamble and make money while working.
She would just scratch the bottom to see if they were winning or not, discard them if they weren't, cash them if they were. And then there's also another process on the cash register where, like, if somebody brings up a winning ticket, we can key in instant lottery redemption and then put in the dollar amount and then we pay it out. Well, she figured out that she could do that even without a winning ticket and everything's still balanced on the back end in our world. But then when we got the bill for lottery, then obviously we were like, okay, well, we paid out more redemptions than what we received. And so that's when all this started. So we're looking at total that I can prove that she took was $10,653.
Every instance on video camera.
Every instance on video. I got it all on the thumbnail for you. Everything instance on video. We've got our report that shows our redemptions on our register and then all of the redemptions on the Florida lottery terminal since we don't own that. I can get that listed. And that shows everything of what ticket she scanned, what the value is on an Excel spreadsheet. So that's how I handle everything.
People stealing, but for you to...
The machine's a machine, anybody can do it, but it's her scheduled shift. Obviously on video, she's the only
you
one
already
that
making
delivers
money
usually
already at the job, so why you...
So she's basically taking lottery
trying
scanning them, but don't they have to be activated first?
They're all active because they're all, for gameplay.
While one officer spoke with a Florida lottery rep, he spotted a woman nearby, casually carrying her belongings and making a quiet attempt to slip out the door.
You said...
Sorry, I didn't know what's going on for a call.
I will tell you, we're trying to figure that out. I'm trying to figure out what I have, okay? I'm going to figure out if we're taking a jail or not taking a jail.
Well, I need to know because
I will let you know. Once I know, I will let you know, okay? So can you sit down for me?
Can you just sit down? Let them figure out because they still not getting it.
Having an asthma attack.
So let them figure out what's going on, and
Just
then
take a seat for me, we'll figure it out.
They'll let you make a arrangement.
So I just can't just go home?
No.
Why?
Because the allegations I guess we have going on
They
against
still
you.
going to investigate this all.
Okay, well, now that they did their investigation. Now they can tell us what they have
No,
going
you
on.
say you had to talk to somebody else to finish going on and see what's going on.
Well, they're providing us a verbal statement of what's been going on since July. Okay, so it's not more like you just go candy bar. Okay, I guess there's a question about almost $11,000 worth of lottery tickets over. Okay, so yes, we're gonna. You want that back or?
She's right. She's adding to it.
You instant lottery redemption as a hand key, and then they put $30. We give you $30. Well, everything balances in our world until the state, which we only get quarterly. The state send us a bill that says, "Hey, we overpaid in redemptions because she figured out that she could just do that instant lottery redemption for no ticket and take whatever money she wanted out of some cash."
How did she even figure that out?
Winner or loser?
There's no way she figured that out.
The register goes instant lottery redemptions, $100.
Oh, okay.
$100, $100. Correct.
You can just computerize.
Correct. In my 15 years here, I've never had somebody figure that part out that they could just do it without a ticket. So obviously someone on our back end.
You can do that without a ticket?
Meet our suspect. She wasn't just working the lottery machine, she was bending the rules to her will. She scanned the real winning tickets, cashed them out, and then resold the now worthless ticket to an unsuspecting customer. She tried to leave the situation the same way she took the money, smooth and unnoticed. But this wasn't Monopoly, and it definitely wasn't a game.
You okay?
Oh shit! You scared the hell out of me.
I've just been out here. I just saw that she got up over there and you moved back, so.
Because she told me to make a phone call. So I'm trying to think of who can I call to get the kids off and the school.
Her children are about to get out of school, so she was.
I know.
But I do need this statement.
So while we're figuring out stuff out here, so you figure out what's going on
So
here.
can you ask him, did he get the statement that they were just talking to me about this 2 months ago?
I will gladly ask you. Don't worry about that. But I'm telling you right now, I'm going to be talking with them. We're going to figure out what we have going on. You have until by the time we come in here and talk to you about what's going on to figure out a ride for your family, for your kids and stuff. There's a possibility.
Why?
Because apparently you stole almost $11,000.
And the head court in charge that run this store, they had a conversation with me, and they wrote me up for it.
But like I said, let me figure out what they have over here. Just get somebody to see if they can pick your kids up.
Bro, you're going to jail. You literally scratch off the real ticket, then prop off the fake one to keep the real ticket, and then you use the real ticket to prop off and make money. And you think that was smart? Bro, that's worse than stealing clothes. That's worse than stealing food in general. And you thought that was smart enough to do? And you talking about, oh, they got me sitting here for nothing. And you talking about he said, got me in here 2 months ago and all blah blah. Bro, shut up. You're already in trouble for what you're doing right now.
Just in case if you do happen to go to jail,
That's the thing, I'm trying to think, who can I call? My family don't stay here, they stay in Georgia.
Okay, well you need to figure out a family friend or somebody, or else I can call my friends this shop.
Yeah.
So can I call y'all, one of the police officers that used to work with you guys?
Used to or does?
So alright,
so
I don't know if Troy's gonna tell you about the meeting we had.
Hang on.
See, now he don't want to say nothing.
Because he's talking with us. I told you. You just can't interrupt. We're talking.
Yeah.
So figure out what you're doing. Figure out somebody with your kids, okay?
When officers stopped her and explained what was happening, her face said it all. She was caught and there was no way to talk her way out. In custody, she admitted the money went towards basics. Groceries, baby supplies, the usual. But the law doesn't work on sympathy.
I know your last name is Bird. What was your first name again, ma'am?
You can read my Miranda rights.
I am, yes.
Send me up to jail.
I didn't say that. In order for me to speak to you, okay, because you are detained, I have to read you your Miranda warning. Somebody said you're going to jail, but I have to read these to you, okay? Do you understand your rights? You willing to speak to me? Is that a yes? Okay. This is what's happening, okay? You're going to take a ride to jail. So, sit down. You need to call.
I don't have nobody to go get my kids, so come on.
Okay.
Bro, it's your fault to do what you did. You literally, right, gamble while working, right? You're already making money. And then she told me, I spent the money on the grocery, I spent the money on my kids' food, school supplies, but you profit off $11,000 off a scratch ticket. Who does that?
Okay. Hang tight. We have some things that need to be handled over here. So have a seat.
Okay, what will be the charge?
Grand theft and scheme to defraud. As of now, 1 count of grand theft and scheme to defraud.
What is that?
But there's going to be more counts of grand theft coming down the road once they can go through everything and analyze every individual transaction. So every transaction is a theft.
So I'm going to have a felony charge?
Yes, 2 felonies. But it's 1 count now, but it's going to add up.
Okay, so I won't even get no bond.
It will definitely add
I believe
up.
there is. Don't quote me on it.
Get
right,
out.
Have a seat.
So y'all got to arrest me inside here?
Just bring that later. I don't even need it. Come on.
How's my arm?
Okay, well, I'm trying to put your arms behind your back.
You're praying like this.
Stop pulling from me.
Put your hand behind your back.
Stop pulling. Do you understand that? No. It doesn't matter. You're pulling from me.
You're pulling away from the car because you know what you did. Right? If you didn't know what you did, then you wouldn't be acting like this. You knew what you did. And you told everybody, even the cop, that you did to provide for your kid. But why couldn't you just work extra hour? Why couldn't you just ask for help? Like, why you had to do all this anyway?
You don't do anything that I don't tell you to do. Do you understand that?
She was sentenced to 2 years of probation, but after violating it, she ended up behind bars for 8 months into a jackpot scam. The next made 7-Eleven her own ATM.
Who stole clothes? That was like the stupid crime, but the easy crime and like less jail time. Right? We got stealing, right? Then we got gambling. Now we get ATM. How we can come from gambling to ATM? Why? How we come from the easy 1 year crime to the worst and even worse? So it was like scattered through the air and through people's head.
This is very strange.
Wow!
This never happens. They load the cash app, and then immediately next transaction is $300 loads up, and then the next transaction is $300 cash gas refund. So that actually.
Yeah, I get you.
So I went up there. I can pull up last 3 months here. We went up there and we actually totaled up. And it's the same modus operandi. It's the same kind of card. That's the app she has. Okay. Every time she's on the shift, there is no customer. We pull the cameras. There is no customer, but she's scanning the card and she goes out with some kind of transaction. And then
every time she on a shift, there's no customer, but she's scanning.
On the surface, just another cashier working night shifts. But behind the register, she was playing a whole different game. Whenever she was alone, Cassandra used the point of sale system to process fake gas refunds. No customer, no gas, just a refund routed directly to her Cash App. It looked like routine business, but so it was looked like anything but.
Somebody was charging for gas,
deputies figured out what was the next time Cassandra clocked in, she walked in like it was just another Tuesday. Problem was, the manager brought receipts, and this time,
the manager
wasn't alone.
He brought receipt papers, so it won't look like he's lying.
Yes, video. Yeah, like you're in the cash register, like doing a transaction for gas, but then you cancel it out right away. But then there's money missing. Like he was saying, he was missing $300.
So you're saying she do a transaction for gas, then cancel it, and then when he come back and look, there's no money for that item that you cancel. Confusing. That's definitely confusing. Why would you cancel the item after making the transaction? Like, what is your deal for doing that?
Like I said, I'm not sure because I didn't have no issues really too much yesterday with anything. Like I had that one incident, but not to where it had anything to do with gas or anything like that. Somebody did come in and pay. Then I made a mistake and hit cash, but I redid it to where he paid with his card. And then I remember to refund it. But other than that, I don't recall.
So I can see about that.
She denied everything for time and tried to deflect, hoping confusion would buy her some breathing.
How dumb you gotta be to do something like that?
Yeah, you can show me the video.
You've gotta respect the confidence or the delusion. 15 separate recordings, clear as day, and she still tried to explain it away. Then came the sympathy angle. She said she needed the money, a last-ditch effort to twist the situation into something
How are you gonna get out that
situation? My question is, why you don't load up their own Cash App?
Correct.
Yeah.
So why are you doing it?
Yeah.
I mean, I did it that time because I needed the money, but other than that, that was it.
Ask you one more time. Is this the only time you did? Or
yes, that's the only time.
Are you sure that's the only time you did that?
I need you to be honest.
You sure?
Okay, because if you're not honest, I'm going to pull all the footage and we're going to get detectives involved.
You better tell the truth. Was it this only time you did? Why were you belt?
I was refunding gas and loading on Cash App.
I don't feel like you're being honest with me.
I'm being honest. I refunded the gas.
No, I didn't realize. Every time she rub her belly, she's slipping in little lies after lies. Because she knows she did something wrong, but not going to say anything.
I activated a number, and I did load a Cash App.
You loaded a Cash App?
Yes.
And that's for you personally?
No.
Why'd you load the Cash App?
Why?
For you personally?
Yes.
Okay. How long has that been going on for?
Just that
how long have
time
you been doing
and then the last time, which was a month.
I need you to be honest. How long has this been going on for?
Just last month and then now.
After one final attempt at damage control, deputies decided they'd heard enough. Cassandra was arrested and charged with felony grand theft. Because when you treat the refund system like your personal piggy bank, don't be shocked when the cops show up to break it open. The last woman let the receipts do all the talking, but the next one tried to talk over every receipt in the building.
You are gonna get arrested.
Damn it!
In 2023, deputies were regarding a theft call. When they arrived, they were expecting a simple handoff of keys from a soon-to-be ex-employee. But what they got was a full-blown emotional meltdown wrapped in denial, regret, and just a dash of delusion.
I need my store key, please. The safe key.
What did I do? You know, I have $1 to take care of. Please don't send me to jail. You can get rid of me.
I'm not saying nothing.
Bossman, give me.
He didn't even say nothing.
We have evidence for
3 years? No, are you out of your mind?
They have proof, but evidence saying they have proof.
You are
For
going to get
3
arrested. I need to
whole
speak to you
years?
because this has been going on for a while.
Can I just ask, please? I don't know how to pick up my after school.
We will talk about that later too.
So he remind you that you better be high alert because corporate is watching you. High alert because people are watching you. So stay on your toes. And instead of her listening to your words, she still did the same thing over and over. So she still never listened.
On the watch, please do not do 1 minute catching. I have evidence and
she definitely listened to what you were saying. She definitely cared a word you say.
Corporate is coming after me for you. That's all I have to say.
Not send me to jail for my dog.
The moment she was told she was being let go and investigated for theft, she looked stunned, like this was all some kind of mix-up. First came confusion, then came desperation. And then the pleading started. Like she'd accidentally broken the copy machine, not skimmed thousands from the register.
I don't know what he's talking about, like for 3 years and stuff. No,
To the best of your recollection.
I don't feel like I've been stealing.
You don't feel like you've been stealing. So what exactly do you feel like you've been doing?
He treats us very unfairly.
This is me right now. Corporate is coming after me.
What is unfairly to you?
There's one girl's been working here 6 years. She still makes minimum wage. Like, he doesn't give us any appreciation.
I gave you my store keys. I trusted you.
And I've been here a long time, and I know I don't mean to sound, like as excuses and anything, but he's a hard man to work for.
And guess what? You robbed me for over and over.
I never intentionally meant I never in my mind stole anything. I just feel like we're all treated so unfairly.
I trusted you.
Now, most people confronted with that kind of evidence might show a little remorse. Not her. Instead, she flipped the narrative, blaming the owner for being difficult and she was the one being wrong. But the officer wasn't here to discuss management style. He was here about the missing money, and she still couldn't admit to doing anything wrong.
Still couldn't tell. Still couldn't even say what happened to her money.
Later on, our Justin
I understand. I didn't mean. I know.
We get it. We're not winning a lot. You know that corporate watching. You know he said multiple times not to. Why do it?
After Christmas?
Yeah.
So like the beginning of this year?
Yeah.
If you started taking money, what was the initial amount that you were taking that you can recall? A couple dollars is one.
Yeah, what a couple
$2?
Yeah,
like
$2.
$5. It started with $5.
Yeah, I think I was doing it every day. I mean, it was $1 here, $2 or here and there, and then stick it in the tip jar.
Why are we only talking about $1 a month?
What do you mean?
I didn't take 20s and big amounts. I didn't.
Nobody mentioned 20s, but you did.
Nobody mentioned that.
I go and get change a lot.
Oh, nobody even mentioned about 20 and big and nobody mentioned about you taking chain. So right there, off the back, you already ran yourself out off the back. Off the back, you already tell on yourself off the back. They were talking about you stole 2, 5, 10, they didn't say nothing about 20 or big bill. They didn't say nothing about that.
Maybe I didn't realize. I didn't think I was doing it at all.
It's been every day for the past,
every day? For the past week, past month?
What's that?
You're doing it every day? Hold up.
And I know that doesn't.
Black people were doing
how much you take a day?
Dear, on other days, other months, but doing it every day, it crazy. 20,000 is way more than what the first girl stole, and way more than what the second girl stole. The second girl only stole 11,000. This girl the girl who stole the first girl only stole about maybe I don't know, probably 1,000 something, And then the third girl only stole about like 300. She stole way more than all of them.
It's come with big consequences.
It's definitely true.
Please can we handle this without actually arresting me? I've done so much for you too.
You were told many times.
You're going to get arrested.
No damage.
Yeah. And the owner told you multiple
Please have my keys and I
you didn't want to listen.
Please,
You should have
I
listened.
beg you, I don't know what to do about my daughter. I'm gonna have an anxiety attack.
And
I've
every week
shown up every day
for the
you
past 3 years.
And this has just started.
And he tried to help you.
Especially when there's video of you doing it nearly every day for 6 months straight. That's when the breakdown hit. Anxiety, tears, desperate pleas to avoid jail, and mentions of her daughter. Even her expensive shoes made the list.
So, let me ask you this last question.
Shut up! You should have thought about that before you were stolen.
I don't.
You don't think so?
More than
I guess I have. I guess I don't.
$750?
If you see me taking 20s, it was exchanging money.
The exchange does happen. The problem is you're not putting in what you're taking out. So that's not an exchange. How is that an exchange?
That's why. Like she's taking the money, but not putting in. That's the money that she's taking. The problem is she's not getting it. If you're taking $20 every day for the past 6 months, it's definitely gonna add up to $19,000 to $20,000. Like, who in the right mind got so much of the dumbest brain that they don't even understand the issue that they're in?
Once the final total hit $20,000, the conversation was over. She was taken to jail, booked, and released a few days later. She was convicted of grand theft and sentenced to 2 years in a Florida prison. The subway meltdown might have been messy, but at least it didn't come with 338 missing tires and a stolen engine.
She also gave him an engine that's worth over $25,000. He has the
No, you're no. Honey, money. We're past all that. I swear. How does 300 tires go missing and a whole engine? What, bro? We've seen people gambling. We've seen people popping the whole gas thing at an ATM. We've seen people stealing clothes. We've seen people steal money there and there every single day for the past 6 weeks. But how did someone from a dealership steal 300 tires and an engine? How do you have the time to do that? You definitely had help. You had somebody helping you. But somebody had to be like your go-to guy that you use to go up the package. There's no way. And then you selling them? Dude.
He has the engine. He took it. This is not paid. $57,000. Most of that was tied.
14th, 2020. Deputies were called to a Bad Boys location in Florida. 7,000.
Alright, that person definitely had a friend. I didn't know the friend had her own company, but I realized it. I knew she couldn't have done this on her own. She definitely couldn't have done it on her own.
She writes a ticket, he goes by CJ, but she said she thinks this is his real name because she also gave him an engine that's worth over $25,000. She wrote up this ticket, but he has the engine. He took it. This is not paid.
The assistant manager wasn't just balancing inventory and sales. She was running a full-blown black market on company property. Instead of picking up extra shifts or applying for a second job, she found a more creative solution. Deleting transactions and selling tires under the table like she was running a Craigslist side hustle on company time.
She also been defrauding us through Lyft. She's been ordering Lyft rides, charging them onto bogus work orders for herself, her kids. She's having Lyft go pick up her kids at Harmony High School in St. Cloud and drive them here after school. And
And then she's getting rides for her boyfriend and for CJ. So Lyft rides was like $1,800 in fraudulent Lyft rides. The engine.
This is all over the course of
Lyft rides was 3 months, August through November. That was recent.
But there was more to it. While she was stealing from the store, she was also racking up Lyft rides, chauffeuring herself, her kids, her boyfriend, and someone named CJ around like fraud came with a free ride package. And when asked about all of it, here's what she had to say.
We're not jail for this. I can see about that. I can see about Lyft and Uber.
She gave the classics. Being a single mom is hard. Life's expensive.
It is definitely hard to be a single mom.
But that doesn't quite explain the 338 missing tires, or the fact that every shady order had her employee ID attached to it.
How did you get started in that?
Why you
a customer here, and then so he basically said, what items was he specific?
It was tires and
Tires and the engines. He's the same person that did the engine as well. Okay, so okay. How much was he paying?
Yeah, how much?
$50 each tire. Okay,
$50 a piece. But then is the only thing he wasn't paying.
How long is that?
$50.
About a year.
The officer quickly caught on to the game. She was using hardship as a shield, hoping it would soften the consequences. So he played along, listening, asking questions, until she gave up every trick she'd used to pull it off, even naming her partner in crime.
Or A took it to him, so he was the courier to move those tires and do that. Okay. Who was that friend that you gave those tires to?
That was Paul. He was taking them up.
How was he paying you for it?
He was doing 1,000.
1,000 for each tire?
No, 1,000 for
Oh.
H-A-F.
That's all you know him as?
I think we went over everything. That's about, how much?
How much is it? I hear that. $10,000, $10,000.
Maybe 10 at the most in a year.
Still, there was no guilt in sight. She laughed with deputies and proudly admitted that she'd stolen 338 tires. Like that was something to be impressed by. Eventually, she was arrested and charged with felony grand theft and scheme to defraud. She was sentenced to 9 months in county jail, 20 years of probation, and court-ordered restitution of $97,400. Because when your side hustle includes a $25,000 engine and enough tires to start your own shop, you're not just stealing.
Yeah, what he's saying is, stealing that much tires is not real or not good. Like, you can really profit off most of the time, and you can end up having so much money that you can actually have your own dealership, your own garage, your own fixing up cars, right? And then you steal a $25,000 engine? Like, come on.
You're building your